My name's Carl Thornton from the MDTA Academy. The MDTA Academy is part of Modern Defensive Tactics Australia, a leading provider of self-defence solutions within the corporate sector, as well as training government, law enforcement and security operations personnel and the general public in reality-based self-defence. The online academy is basically offering online courses in key areas of self-defence. The reason that we've put together this particular introduction video is to make sure that you're choosing the right course for your purposes. Because we do specialise in reality-based self-defence, our courses are set up in a way or structured where they flow in the need of information and training in the self-defence process. Our courses are broken down into two areas in this for this online component. One, knowledge and application, and what we call the 3 phases of self-defence. And then 2, knowledge and information. For example, the aftermath and facing danger courses. So I'll explain this in a little more detail. Is the 2 types of courses that we run through our online program at the Academy is knowledge and application of the 3 phases of self-defence. And the 3 phases of self-defence are training individuals in good situational awareness skills to be able to assess and identify possible conflict and how to avoid it, or how to deal with it if they can't avoid it, and put them in the best position for conflict management, what we call pre-physical escalation. In other words, dealing with somebody who is getting angry and possibly aggressive is how we can de-escalate and negotiate through good conflict management skills. And then the 3rd phase is what we call the physical escalation of conflict management. In other words, the physical skills to defend yourself. So predominantly our online courses are dealing with the information and theory and knowledge and application in those 3 phases, because to learn the physical skills, there are courses that are going to show you some physical skills, but really you need to be in a face-to-face contact environment to learn good physical self-defense skills. What you'll notice as you go through looking at what courses are on offer, you will see that at the start of each course, it will say Phase 1, Phase 2, or Phase 3. And what that means is looking at Phase 1 of self-defense means covering all the areas of that situational awareness and what happens before we're faced with an angry individual, or if we are faced with an angry individual, how to set ourselves up before it's too late when trying to deal with them and to de-escalate and negotiate. Anywhere where you see a course that states Phase 2, that's where that information covers that physical confrontation or that verbal confrontation with an angry individual on how we try and understand their behaviour, how we manage what's going on in that particular situation, and obviously how to de-escalate and negotiate so it doesn't turn into a physical confrontation. Anywhere where you see Phase 3 in that process, Phase 3 is looking at those physical requirements to defend yourself when situational awareness has failed, conflict management has failed, and you need to physically defend yourself. Any of the courses where they're listed as just knowledge and information, such as, say, our Aftermath course and our Facing Danger course. The Aftermath course is giving you in-depth information in regards to what happens after a self-defense type situation. So after Phase 1, 2 and 3, if you've been in a situation where you had to defend yourself, it's giving you information on looking at the legal ramifications and outcomes of self-defense, how you're going to deal with the physical, the psychological and the emotional aftermath of a self-defense type situation, especially if you've been injured or if you've injured somebody else. So it covers a lot of information and knowledge in regards to what happens after a self-defense type situation. If we take the Facing Danger course as an example as well, that doesn't really fit into any particular phase. It's giving you more information that may look at a cross-section between those 3 phases. It's just giving you more in-depth information in certain areas. In this case, dealing with how you respond and how you react. And the person that you're confronted by, who may be aggressive or angry, is understanding what we mean by what you're facing when you're dealing with that particular type of individual. So when you're choosing your courses, if you are deciding on whether to do 1, 2 or 3 courses or to complete a bundle, please note that these are the 2 types of courses that we offer. Is either knowledge and application courses, which will be looking at those 3 phases of self-defense: situational awareness, conflict management, and all the physical skills that are required to defend yourself. Any of our other courses where it states knowledge and information is simply that, giving you more in-depth information in the 3 key areas of dealing with an angry individual. For example, real-life self-defense, you're dealing with anger, aggression, and violence. So any knowledge and information courses will go into more detail of how we understand anger, aggression and violence and what we're going to face and how we may understand that a little bit better. So that's really what you need to, I suppose, assess for yourself in why you're taking one of our courses and what it is you're trying to get out of one of our courses. So once again, they all do work in together, but if you are looking at self-defense knowledge and application, then look for the courses that have the phase 1, 2 and 3, but never underestimate the knowledge and information courses which are going to help reinforce the information and your knowledge in the areas of self-defense and dealing with anger, aggression and violence.